All right. Good evening to everyone. So let's jump directly to the activity. So your laboratory activity number one is AutoCAD. So let's go down. Let's bypass the objective discussion and let's head to the output. So first of all, workspace is a collection of menus, palettes, toolbars, ribbons, panels tailored for specific tasks such as 3D modeling and 2D drafting as shown in figure 1.2, which is this one, located at the top of left of the screen, depending on settings. When you click on the down arrow of the menu, it shows different workspace. Try each workspace. What did you observe? All right, let's jump into the AutoCAD app. Right, this is the workspace or your AutoCAD. So let's go, punta na tayo dun sa workspace switching. So I will click tick. So as you currently see, tatlo lang yung choices natin. Just drafting, 3D basics, and 3D modeling. So currently, nasa drafting and annotation tayo. So we will try the basics and modeling. So let's switch to the 3D basics. Boom. Okay. Okay, may nagbago nga. Especially it's most notably on the ribbon sa workspace natin. Let's now try 3D modeling. Same thing. Walang nagbago sa drawing area but may nagbago sa ribbon. So, nawala yung drawing section sa ribbon area natin. Let's check the basics again. Mas kaunti yung kanyang ribbon since it's a 3D basic workspace. However, on the modeling, wala yung drawing section. Actually, no, dito nga. Mas ano lang ang drawing, mas priority ang drawing since it's 3D modeling. All right, let's head back to annotation and let's go to the next question. All right, so drawing area. The drawing canvas takes up most of the screen and is colored a dark gray in the default version of the environment. This where your work and your design appears. If you wish to change the color of the drawing canvas, right-click in Options, choose the Display tab, then Colors. Try to change the color of the drawing area. What did you observe every time you change the color? Right, let's head back to the AutoCAD. So right-click, scroll down to Options, punta tayo sa Display, and as you can see, here it is. Now, here's the colors. Let's go to colors. Okay, so there's different contexts here, but we'll only use the 2D model space. Okay, let's try red. Apply. Oof, that's too bright. Okay, ayun. So nagbago ang kulay ng drawing area natin. Let's try different color. Cyan. Apply and close. Yep, nagbago nga. Same thing. Okay. I just don't like the color. Let's just head back to the black, the default color. Right. Apply. Okay. Now let's head back to the next one, command line. Right below the drawing area is the command line, or by default 3 lines. This is where the commands may be entered and also where AutoCAD tells you what it needs to continue. This is one of the main ways that AutoCAD communicates with you. Draw a line by entering the following commands. So we will type enter, then we will check ano sinabi ng AutoCAD, ano yung susunod nating action, tapos ano yung response natin sa previous action ng AutoCAD, and then sasabihin natin, right? Let's head back to AutoCAD. Let's go to the command line. Command line is located at the bottom part of your workspace again. So let's type line. Oof, wrong one. Line, line. Right, there you go. Now it says specify first point. So let's specify our first point. So let's say on this area. Just next. Next on that is what did the AutoCAD tells you. So we did specify our first point. Now what was the next response? Next response is specify the next point. So basically the second point of the line. So let's specify the second point. There you go. We now specified our second point. How was your conversation with AutoCAD ended? So basically, it will say something. Now let's press space. Specify next point. It said cancel. So that's how you do it on the command line. Now let's move to the next one. Um, UCS icon. This is the basic XYZ. Z is not visible, but uh, to be exact, Z is actually visible. If you are, let's move to the AutoCAD system. If you go down to the front view, you will see this here. It will say Z and X. There's no Y. So Z represents the height if you are in a 3D drawing. Now let's head back to the third one, top view, sorry. And let's head back to the next one. So paper space slash model space tabs. This model slash layout one, layout two tabs indicate which drawing space you are in. Click on them and see what happens. Right, let's make, oh, okay, so the model is on the, located at the very left corner of the workspace. As you can see here, we have a layout one and a model space tab. So we're currently in the model space tab, which is here. Let's now change to a layout one. Okay, as you can see here, it is pretty much your workspace pretty much shrink into a smaller one. Parang nagmukha siyang word type workspace now. As you can see, para siyang papel pero may Cartesian plane nga lang, Cartesian system. So that's what we see here. We saw here. Now let's change back to model and move on to the next one. Come on. Ayaw. Sige. Let's move on na lang. Okay, toolbar. Okay, toolbar. The toolbar contain icons that can be pressed to activate commands. They are an alternative to typing and a ribbon, and most commands can be accessed this way. Draw a line by pressing a toolbar icon. What was the response of AutoCAD? All right, let's head back to AutoCAD. This would let me, there we go. All right, let's go to the ribbon. Let's head to the draw section and click on the line toolbar. Click. Now it's pretty much the same thing when we went over the command line. It's pretty much the same actually. So just specify first the first point, draw across wherever you want to put your second point, which is the end of your first segment. So let's click here. As you can see here, pretty much the same. Yeah, it's actually pretty much the same for the command line when we went over it. So that's good. Crosshairs are simply the mouse cursor move around along with the movements of your mouse. These can be full size, blah, blah, blah. So crosshair is basically this. Crosshairs, you can see here, I'm circling it. That's the white, the cross, that's your crosshair currently. So drawing at constructions aid, this various settings such as tree drafting and modeling by default. These aids are in graphical symbol form and some may be activated, which you can determine by observing their color. That should be this ribbon over here. As far as I know, this is the model. Sorry, what was it? The construction aids, the drawing aids, or modeling aids, whatever you want to call it. Let's move on. Ribbon. This is relatively new way of interacting with AutoCAD's commands. So basically, this is the ribbon. This big one over here. That's your ribbon. Alright, moving on. Cascading drop-down menus is another way to access commands in AutoCAD. This menu is so named because it dropped like a waterfall, blah, blah, blah. So basically just press right click and that is your cascade drop-down menu. This is the cascade drop-down menu. As you can see, as you can see here, it drops like a waterfall. So yeah, moving on. So interacting with AutoCAD. There are four primary ways to interact with AutoCAD. These are the ways to tell AutoCAD what we want to draw on. For method one, type in the commands on the command line. So that's what we did before on this question over here. This set of questions over here, that's what we did. That's the first method on how to use AutoCAD. Next method is using the drop-down cascading menus. As you can see here, you can actually use AutoCAD. You can actually utilize AutoCAD by using this menu. We're not gonna go over that for now. We'll move on to the next method. Next method is use toolbar icons to activate the commands. So basically, it's simply just click on something on the toolbar menu. Yeah, click something on the toolbar menu and basically just use it. Yeah, like that. As you can see here, yeah, pretty much the same. Moving on, method 4. Use the ribbon tabs, icons, and menus. It's pretty much the same as method 3 if you ask me because it's pretty much in the ribbon already. Yeah, moving on, did I follow? Do the following using the form methods. Just follow the instructions given. All right, we've already done uh, these parts already using the command line and also using the method tree that has been stated here. We're not gonna go over that. Okay. Based on the four methods of interacting with AutoCAD, which method you prefer to use and why? So I prefer actually using method 3 and 4 because probably because that's what I'm already comfortable with. Especially that before actually using AutoCAD, I've been using Word for typing and stuff, but it's just different now because you actually draw things on on this app. So as you can see here on the Word, you can see this is the ribbon. So I'm pretty much I rather use method 3 which is using the ribbon tabs and toolbar icons than actually using the other two methods, which is the cascading and the type in commands, because that's, I don't know, it's just, I'm just more comfortable on this method. Okay, moving on. Conclusion, I therefore blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll go over that later on once I start and uh, writing down what I observed what's going on through this on this laboratory activity. Pretty much that's everything I need to record. Okay. Uh, yep, that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.